So I took a walk out into the woods. I just wanted to wander out here, spend a little time, see what's going on out here, what's available for me to use in my gardens. Lots and lots of leaves, lots of old sticks, a lot of organic material. Look at that. I wonder if that thing comes awake at night. Anyway, there's always rocks. Some are loose and can be used. Others are not. But I just wander around and I look and I see what's available for me to use out here. I know if I brought my lawnmower out here with the bagger on it, I could probably run the mower over every bit of this and it would chop up all the different sticks and organic material and leaves and even live plants. It would just chop them all up. And, I just walked through a spider web. Oh, gross. I know you can't see it, but there's a big spider web right there. Anyway, lots of organic material out here for me to use. I was heading in that direction. I was looking at something. I was going to talk about it, but the darn spider web. But look at this. An old tree trunk. Just been sitting here forever. An old limb. Long time sitting here. But look how easy it falls apart. Look down at the bottom, how it's got the mold. Mycelium, or whatever you want to call it. All stuck to it. Which is really good for the gardens. Good for the soil. Mycelium is good for the soil. Of course, there's plastic everywhere you go. That probably blew over from the trash I'd put in the back of the pickup truck. And I do continue to find odds and ends like this. Look like something had gnawed on it. I think that's a hickory nut. We got hickory trees. We got walnut trees, acorn trees. Well, the oak makes the acorn. Hickory tree makes hickory nuts. Of course, the walnut tree makes the walnuts, of course. But there's a lot of different types of trees around here. A lot of these nuts that I'm seeing down here are definitely hickory nuts. Some of them are, there's another type of nut that grows around here. I can never remember what they're called, but they're definitely out here. And as trees grow and put out roots, they push rocks up. And of course they grow over some rocks. But like right here, push that rock up, push this rock up. I could come out here and see if I could gather up some of these rocks. So there's another rock that got pushed up. Some of these rocks are really big. Trees just grow around them. There's another old tree stump. A couple more out there. It's just that over time, the trees kind of die off here or there, and they drop their limbs and they drop their leaves, and eventually the whole tree just dies off and leave stumps laying on the ground like that right there. And of course, every time I've ever gone out into woods, I'll always find old bottles. I wonder what kind of bottle that is. It's been sitting here for a long time. I have no clue. But I'm going to take this in and clean it up. Because I think there's markings on the bottom. I can't really tell what it says right now. But I think this would make a great bottle. Put a little cork thing in the top. Great bottle for some of our homemade mead or homemade whatever. We're going to try different things. We're going to try to make different homemade things, different, you know, like wine, beer, mead. And I've always loved old bottles, as long as they're not cracked or broken or in any way. Just take them. You can clean them up really good. It's got some writing on it. I can't tell what this says. But anyway, old bottles are good to collect. If anything, just put them up on a shelf as a display. Have an old bottle collection. I can remember when I was a kid going out in the woods and finding like an old homestead site and finding old stuff that they'd pitched out, because back then they didn't have the city where they sent out a truck, right, to come pick up your stuff. Oh my gosh, there's a hole down there. I bet a critter lives down there. Yep, definitely find critters out here too. There are times when you find the kind of critter you don't want to find. Like the elusive hide behind. Sometimes you run across the nose shoulders. And you look up into a tree and you see these little beady eyes looking down at you. Like an old raccoon or a possum or an owl. Other times, it's, what do they call them? A snake. But anyway, there's a lot of rocks out here. I'm going to be doing some projects where I need some rocks. So it's kind of nice to see that I can come out here and find some nice rocks to be able to do some of those projects. And I've got acres and acres and acres around me where I can just wander out there and look and see. Find some, like that's deadfall. That's a dead tree there. A couple more trees down there that have fallen over. Lots of wood for doing fires. Like if I wanted to chop some wood and have it for the old wood burning stove. Or maybe even a campfire. There's another spider web. Oh, I hate spider webs. You would think that me being a grown man coming out in the woods, I'd be okay for everything. But no, I don't like the spider webs. Especially when they got a big ass spider on. More little rocks. Yeah, man, I could come out here with the lawnmower and just lawnmower up and bag up in the bagger. Put it in that little wagon thing. Ooh, I wonder if that comes awake at night. Ah, scary. Anyway. Okay. Well, I'm going to go wander around a little bit more. See what I can find. If I happen to find anything cool, other than old bottle, then I will definitely definitely turn on my camera and make a video about it. So I'm just wandering around out here, just basically taking inventory to see what's out here. What can I find? Will there be anything useful? And me, as a person who thinks about compost a lot, there's a lot of good stuff out here to use. A tremendous amount of good stuff. And I think we're going to have a wonderful compost pile. Wonderful garden this coming year. This year the garden just, didn't do very well. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. So far I haven't seen any ticks on it. But I'm just going to keep looking around and see what I can find. Because there's another nice rock. I need to be coming out here from my metal detector. I wonder if I could find treasure out here in the woods. Yeah, it's a nice rock there. I might be able to find treasure out here. I'm going to keep looking around, see what I can do, see what I can find. I found treasure. The old bottle. Alright. I'll show you this some other time in one of my other videos after I've cleaned it up really good. I think I just saw something down there. I'm going to be quiet for